All right, everyone, Supreme Kami over here, and today we're going to be looking at the welfare unit over here. We got the Delta Gundam over here. So in terms of Delta Gundam, I personally do like the overall unit because of the gold color scheme that it comes with over here. I think they actually did do a pretty good job in terms of the overall gold sheen effects over here. It's not really that shiny where you can like see your reflection, but it's definitely a good mixture of it, so definitely like that. But in terms of the head part, I didn't know the head revamp was this small. I thought it was a little bit bigger, but yeah. Like I actually do want to get a high grade of this kit, but it is right now nowhere to be found. So yeah, so that is gonna be what we have for this week. So in terms of the overall stuff that we needed to upgrade to this guy to level 6 or 6 stars, you are gonna need 35 of the Gundam type. You're gonna need also a 15 of the 4 base and then 20 of transformer of those W awakening circuits. So it might be a little bit costly depending on what kind of resources management you guys are looking at. I do say that for base and transformer may be something you guys should have fairly amount of them, because I don't really think that we have that many upgrades for those specific vortex. In terms of Gundam type, I feel like you will run into a problem with that one the most, because there's so many parts nowadays that is gonna come with Gundam type. So yeah, but right. So before doing that, let me actually do upgrade my stuff to level 90, all my parts to level 90, and then we're gonna go right ahead and then pick up the bingo set and then do the regular premium capsule summoning with you guys. So in terms of the EX skill that we have, let me actually do go over the portrait EX skills and all that. So in terms of what I want to test out for you guys over here is how good is the offensive hack beta over here. So this is gonna reduce your reduce melee and shot attack of all enemy by 24%. So we're gonna actually test out how powerful is a 24% reduction. I personally do feel like it's not really gonna amount to anything if you talk about getting so if your enemy is gonna execute like a cutscene EX skill. I think in most case scenario, I think you'll most likely just die from that. So what I'm gonna be doing with this EX skill, I'll actually attach this one to my tank build with you guys over here. So this is my tank build over here. So what I mean by tank build, I have a lot of portrait that says along the line, let's say enemy shooting power reduced by 30%, and then I have some that might say along the line of like another 30% reduction, and then I have some that is an enemy all power reduction right there, and then I have some that should say along the line of melee and then EX creator. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be slapping it onto this build, and then what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing 2 separate testing. So I'm gonna wait for my enemy to execute some sort of EX skill. So that's gonna be one testing without the offensive hack beta, and then the next one is I'm gonna actually gonna activate my limit break plus the EX skills, because in terms of the custom ability that can be activated during the limit break, we can set like, oh, let's say enemy power reduced by 20%, or you can get some attack buffing, or you can get more buff EX effects right there. So that is gonna be something I want to test out for you guys over here and see how reliable that is. But you know, to be honest with you guys, it's not really that reliable unless you pair those up with you know, portrait that says something along the line of like you know, because we have portrait that says somewhere along the line of like, oh, debuff EX skill effects up by X amount percentage. So we do have portrait that goes like that, so that will greatly help out in terms of these kind of debuffing portrait or EX skill, like this one over here. Like if you have debuff portrait that is attached on, this will greatly be affected a lot more. But you know, with my tank build, I think that I think having another 24% reduction should be fairly noticeable. So that's why I want to see how powerful that can be. So alright, so before that, let me do upgrade everything to level 90, and then we will be right back. Alright, so everything is upgraded to level 90, so let's take a look at the overall stat. And okay, so melee is actually a lot more higher than expected in terms of the melee defense, so that's a shocker there actually. So let me take a look at the overall stat. Okay, this one is leaning towards a little bit of a melee over here. Not too bad of a melee, but in terms of the overall text, it doesn't really support that, unfortunately. Gundam type is definitely not going to be a melee oriented tag for sure. Maybe for base you kind of argue it works for everything in a way, but the torso is definitely going to be more or less going to be on a melee centric for sure. Like, look at that stat for melee. offensive and defensive value is pretty good actually. Okay, it's not bad. I didn't even look at the portrait here, or well, the EX skill. Never mind. Like, what am I talking about? This one is kind of not bad, I guess, but the portrait just like nope. The portrait says no, so no for sure. Moving on to the lake. No, 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 no. This is no for sure. Yeah, the stat on this one is definitely pretty good as well. 25, 52, and then a 3K. Okay, it's not bad. Upper 3K actually, it's not bad. All right, move on to the backpack. Let's see what we have. We got a special shot again. Why? Nope, just outright bad again. Like the portrait is leaning toward like a shot build, but in terms of the parameter base, you are looking like a melee centric. So okay, I guess. What about the beam rifle? Wow, the beam rifle actually comes with some melee attack. That's a surprise, I would have to say. Not good for portrait. Okay, all right, moving on to the shield. Wow, the shield actually does have a fairly decent amount of melee defense as well. A little bit of a melee attack as well. So that's a big shocker. EX skill, we had the flip jump sabers, so C power A pierce or A minus pierce. Okay. I don't know how the animation is for this one, so that is definitely something I will test it out for you guys as well. So that's gonna be pretty much it. I do think that overall portrait doesn't really synergize too well with the overall build. I think it's purely for like a melee side build, but in terms of the overall like what it's trying to do, like the trade wise is definitely gonna be for a shooting base specifically, but not really sure what they're trying to go for here. So kind of unfortunate that that is just really unfortunate. I would have to say, just like really synergizing too well. So yeah, all right. So now let me actually claim the bingo set, and then we can hop over to do the summon. Alright, so hopping over to the bingo set, because initially when we had the update, we didn't really have the bingo set live, so I think a lot of people actually were not able to claim the bingo set reward because like, that's why I told you guys that in my breakdown video or the Tuesday night overall video, I told you guys that you should not upgrade your bingo set first because like, you really want to wait to see if they would like publish it later on, which they actually did. And they actually did mention it in the notice tab that they will actually compensate people for who actually did complete the bingo set or whoever have completed the part already. Because I saw that people are already upgrading to level 99 and there's just really no way of like kind of just get back to it. So if you only upgrade to level 90, you can definitely upgrade one more level, and then that way it will register as being you upgrade your parts to level 90. So that's how it actually works because basically the game did not register you actually upgraded your parts to level 90 when the bingo set dropped, so that's why you had to upgrade to level 91. But I'm pretty sure that they will be compensated for people who did actually upgrade to fully level 99. That is definitely something they had mentioned it in the notice tab, so yeah. Alright, so that we got the basic stuff over here. So now let me actually go over to the capsule page over here and do my regular summoning over here. So let's see. So it's gonna be down over here. So I have 7 tickets over here, because I'm probably not gonna be spending the additional 6 because I do want to keep it for now because I don't really need anything from the roster at this point in time. I think so. I'm just basically waiting for some 7-star parts to be filled into that do this banner over here. So let's do see what we can get right now. So okay, I'm just gonna expect maybe one part, not really gonna be ambitious of saying oh maybe 2 or 3 I gotta say. So let's see. Okay, we got some standard part or 4-star parts over here. Okay, the atomic bazooka is definitely a great one to be using, especially for like 3v3 arena where you really needed like an AoE attacker. I think that one does do pretty good if you do equip this into like a 100% cooldown reduction type build. It should function fairly well. So alright, so let's see where the part. Okay, so what is it? Banshee Norn's head, I think. Yeah, not exactly the part I was looking for, but yeah, that is basically what I'm gonna be walking away with over here. So without any further ado, let me actually put this on my tank build because I want to exclusively test out this EX right here. I want to purely test out the debuffing and see how it actually affects, you know, if I do have it in a tank build, like how much this actually affects. So let me actually put this on the skin and then we'll be right back. Alright, hopping into a quick friend battle because I want to check out the Shu EX skill first, and then we'll actually hop into an actual, like, ooh. Okay, I mean, animation wise, this look pretty clean. So, alright, so let me actually be back once again, and then we'll have another different setup for it over here. Alright, with that being said, that is going to be the quick showcase of the Delta Gundams, such as, you know, the offensive beta, or the offensive pack beta up here. So if you guys can see that, I was able to mitigate a slight damage from before using the one of my limit break, as well as using that EX girder. But I will have to say it's not really going to be effective long run, to be honest with you guys, because this bit specifically does have a lot of like enemy power reduction type trait over here, so that's why I was able to mitigate that by a lot. As you guys can see, like those damage would actually take you in by a lot. I think overall it's not really going to be that much of an impactful EX skill, but it is going to be definitely something to just good to just kind of form up at this point in time. Whether or not it's going to be really effective in battle, that is yet to be seen, I guess. You know, it really depends on what kind of build you guys are looking at. In terms of my build specifically, this is a all power type reduction build over here. You guys can definitely go for a route that is more or less like a deep up trade build. I think that way actually works really well if you want to add any more, you know, percentage onto this DX skill over here. But you know, with that being said, that is going to be the quick showcase of the Delta Gundam and just doing the biggest set with you guys over here, and then I'll catch you guys all on the next one.